Hi, we are the Mango Snoopers, a student-led game studio at Cornell University, and this is our game, A Lonely Alpaca. On a spring morning atop a calm Andean mountain, an alpaca wakes up to discover that it has strayed away from the pack. Cold and companionless, the lonely alpaca must build paths and avoid treacherous obstacles as it descends down a perilous mountain to reunite with its alpaca friends. At its core, A Lonely Alpaca is an isometric puzzle platformer in which the player must get from point A to point B. Dangers like deadly heights and lava pits obstruct the player from simply strolling to their goal, and so the player must construct a safe path to their destination by rearranging movable blocks in the environment. Players must then think carefully before they act, studying each level before making decisions on character movement and block placement. A Lonely Alpaca was heavily inspired by Block Dude, which we played on our TI-84 calculators. Like in Block Dude, we wanted to develop a platformer in which players must consider the rewards and consequences of different, irreversible actions before taking their next step. We ultimately decided that an isometric perspective best suits A Lonely Alpaca because it offers a quasi-3D canvas that expands the breadth of spatial challenges we as designers could create. Through an additional axis of movement, an isometric view significantly deepens the set of choices a player can make that a similar side-scrolling platformer could not otherwise present. The isometric perspective also complements the boxy appearance of our fluffy protagonist and the block-focused nature of our level assets. A Lonely Alpaca is the product of a semester-long project in the course on analytics-driven game design. We released the game on several online portals such as Newgrounds and Kongregate, and aggregated data from thousands of players. After compiling and analyzing the data, we discovered valuable insights on how players interact with the game, including playtimes for each level, paths of character movement, and positions of character deaths. These discoveries enabled us to identify choke points in our game, such as faults in the control scheme and excessively difficult levels. Future iterations of A Lonely Alpaca benefited from adjusting the game based on these insights, as average playtimes and player retention rates increased with every release. The idea behind A Lonely Alpaca grew from a poem one of our designers had written as a young child. All of us were immediately attached to the vision of helping our lovable protagonist navigate a vibrant but dangerous world, and we hope that our players feel the same as they play the game. As for the future of A Lonely Alpaca, we are currently developing a mobile version of the game, because we believe that character movement may adapt well to touch-based inputs. Thank you for taking the time to consider our submission, and we hope that you enjoy A Lonely Alpaca.